today's edition of HCAM Sports Talk. Mappy here. And on this edition, we show you the latest Hopkinton Hiller winter sports happening, plus a recap of the great season so far. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a look at the 2024-2025 Hopkinton Hillers winter sports season. Week 6 of the Hillers 2024-2025 winter season started off on Tuesday, January 14th, as the Hiller girls basketball team hosted Millis. Millis had a 24-21 lead heading into the second half.
Up against Grattan. Trying to get it underneath to Whiteman-Kraus, and Millis has it back. Grattan feeds it underneath. Up and in goes Sydney O'Toole. And it's stripped away. Hillers have it. Restagini coast to coast. Count it. Grattan working along the wing, taking it in, kicks it out. 3 attempt, knocks it down. Grace Higgins.
After a very offensive second quarter, the Hillers fell short to Millis. The Mohawks take the 48-39 win. Millis improves to 7-3. The Hiller girls fall to 5-4 on the season. Freshman Abby Rabinovich led the Hillers with 12 points overall. Tegan Restagini added 11 points. Millis had several point scorers. Lindsey Grattan led the way for the Mohawks with 13 points, including 11 in the second half. It was a busy Wednesday for the Hillers. Hiller Wrestling hosted Keefe Tech at Doyle Gym. Here's a look. Hopkinton ended up capturing the 50-18 win over Keefe Tech. Hopkinton improves to 3-0 on the season. Also on Wednesday at the New England Sports Center, it was a Hiller hockey doubleheader. Boys hockey started off the festivities, meeting up with Gloucester. It was a 1-1 game through the first period. With just over 3 minutes left in the second period, things got very wild.
Puck still loose, out in front of the net. Spavento trying to cover it up, and it looks like we have a goal. Lucas Albino, I believe, was able to put it in, pick it up, sends it over. Cross goes Wynn, popped off the boards, and Pedroli driving up the ice around the goalie, and he pops it in! Wow, what a backhander by Matt Pedroli to retie the game. Puck squirts out, sent over to the high slot. There's a shot by Curley, turned away. Back to Curley it goes, puck deflected. Trying to close in, and it's knocked in. It went off the skate of Cade Cooper. Passed over by Albino. Here comes Gloucester, working their way towards Hiller territory. A nice move there, out in front, and another score for Gloucester. Giacomo Martel, the senior.
4 goals in the final 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the second period. 3 more for the Fishermen and 1 for the Hillers. It was a 4-2 Gloucester lead heading into the third period.
Gets it over to Merkel. Matt Pedroli has had a terrific season so far. He's going to be someone to watch for this Hiller team. Back to Merkel, wrister, and it's in! What a shot by Connor Merkel! Sanfilippo sends it over right to the slot. There's a shot, and it's turned away. And then off the rebound, Cameron Amaro waiting in the right circle towards the net. Cade Francis with it. Back to Francis. And it's stolen away. Pedroli approaching. And he pops it in! Matt Pedroli coming up the slot says, I'll take that. 2-1 period in favor of the Hillers. And another breakaway here. Pedroli. That shot turned away. Off the rebound. Yes! He knocks it in. We are tied at 5. And now approaching Salah. And there's a shot from the right circle. And was that in? Yes. Jacob Harris somehow able to knock that one in.
The Hillers came up just short as the Fishermen of Gloucester held on for the 6-5 win. Gloucester improves to 4-5-1. Hillers fell to 2-5-2. After the boys' game, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op Girls Hockey hosted the Algonquin Co-op. Algonquin had a 1-0 lead heading into the second period.
Able to put it up the ice was Rivera. And now McPherson working her way down. Around the defender, takes the shot and nets it! Kelsey McPherson able to take advantage of the breakaway opportunity. She shook one defender, maneuvers around another, pops it in, and this game is tied. Looking to intercept into the right circle, and it's netted! What a shot there by Brooke Cutler. A chaotic few minutes in this period. Jean breaking through. Jean approaching around the defender. Backhander, she's got it! Lucy Jean!
The Hillers struck for 2 goals, but Algonquin struck as well, and the game was tied at 2 apiece heading into the third period.
Up the far side, around the defenders, and she has another one! Unreal! Kelsey McPherson. Here comes Glenn. Glenn, a wide open breakaway, pops it in! And this game is retied.
Both teams net another goal in the third period, and we head into a back and forth 4-on-4 overtime.
Sending it over. Putting on the moves there was Moroso, and now Nolo battle along the far side. And that is going to do it. This game is going to end in a tie.
The game remained tied through overtime and ends in a 3-3 draw. Hopkinton DS is now 4-6-1 on the season. Algonquin is now 4-1-1. On Thursday, January 16th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
For 1003, Kyle Holstrom 33.10. On the red course, number 803, Barry O'Brien from Hopkinton. Time for number 410, Nikita. Number 30.62. On the blue course, number 718, Mary Poopin from Wachusett.
Be sure to check out Hiller Alpine Ski live on HCAM Thursdays at 7 p.m. On Friday, January 17th, Hiller Boys Basketball hosted Bellingham. Hopkinton ended up getting the 90-53 win over Bellingham and improves to 7-3 on the season. The Hiller girls took care of business on the road in Bellingham, grabbing a 55-48 victory. The girls improved to 6-4 on the season. Hiller girls swimming was also in action Friday night against Norton, and a lot of close races took place. Hopkinton girls swimming took the very close meet by a final of 85-83. The girls are now 2-3 on the season. This past Saturday, Hiller boys hockey hosted Medway and got things going early.
Battle for it now, and we get a score. Finn Mahan netting one for the Hillers at 12:09 left to go. And a great start for Hopkinton. And some pressure in front of the net. Some great saves by Spavento. Cleared by a defender. Another save by Spavento. And then it is put in by the captain, Colin Towley. Some pressure there, and Pedroli has a goal.
Hillers led 2-1 heading into the second period.
Looking for a breakaway here. Takes the shot and it's in! What a score! Will Iantosca makes it 3-1 Hillers. Iantosca just had a clean break right up the ice and pops it in at 13:44 left to go in the second period. There's a shot and it's in! From the blue line, Nick Mazaka just blasts one past Spavento, and Medway gets one back. It's a 3-2 game.
Both teams net a goal apiece, and it was a 3-2 Hiller lead heading into the third period.
Sent over, driving up, Drake. There's a shot and top shelf.
The Medway goal ends up being the only score of the third period, and the game went to a 4-on-4 sudden death 5-minute overtime, tied at 3 apiece.
5-minute overtime, here we go. Hiller's working right to left across your screen. There's a shot in the game winner! Will Iantosca! 16 seconds in, and that'll do it.
16 seconds into overtime. Will Iantosca, that's the game winner. The Hillers get the victory over a very good Mustangs team, 4-3, and improve to 3-5-2 on the season. Medway falls to 5-3-1. On Tuesday, January 7th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Ashland and got the scoring going early and very often.
Hard on that ankle after making the shot as the Hillers work in the offensive zone. 3 attempt, and it's knocked down by Tori Elstrom Hall.
I mean, I'm trying to keep up with everything going on there. All of a sudden, the Hillers got about 6 or 8 points in a span of a minute. And another steal, looks like.
It's just a rapid pace they're going out there. It's unbelievable. 10 seconds left in the quarter. 3 attempt, Willardson. Yes! Cooper Willardson. Both free throws are good by Steinberg, but a nice response by Gavin Cho.
Wow.
Dadajian for 3. Yes, count it. How about Sam Dadajian? 12 points tonight.
You can't blame them. These kids want to play and play hard, and
they keep getting steals like that. Passes thrown right to them. Up, no good there. Follow through, yes, at the buzzer. Trevor Blinn. What a first half by the Hopkinton Hillers.
Wow.
An offensive display for the record books as the Hillers put up 33 points in the second quarter.
The Hillers had a commanding 55-12 lead at the half and would end up taking the game 93-31, a record-setting night for the Hiller offense. Every available Hiller athlete on the roster got in the scorebook. Jackson Canales dropped 18 points, Sam Dadajian had 16, and James Marcinowski dropped 13 as the Hillers cruised past the Clockers. Hopkinton finished the week with a road loss in Medway and stand at 5-2 on the season. Hiller boys and girls swimming were also in action that Tuesday versus Medfield. The Hiller boys picked up an 82-73 win. The Hiller girls also took the win, 84-47. Both teams are now 1-2 on the season. On Wednesday, January 8th, Hiller boys hockey hosted Holliston Ashland Co-op.
Costa looking to race in. Takes it along the corner. Sends it far side. Going to approach. It's a shot, and it is in. Parker Rivera strikes for the Hillers and makes it 1-0.
Parker Rivera nets a goal towards the end of the first period. Hillers took the 1-0 lead into the third period.
Parker Rivera off the feed from DeCosta. Hillers hoping to hang on. Allison with the extra attacker in Hiller territory. Sent up, rolling towards the empty net, and it is in! The score for the Hillers, and that'll do it. And that is going to be Parker Wynn.
And the Hillers collect their first win of the season, taking down Holliston Ashland by a final of 2-0. Hopkinton improves to 1-3-2 on the season. On Thursday, January 9th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes for the first time this season, and John Ritz was at the ski ward to capture the action.
Event number 1007, Lorenzo Sada, 45.10. On the blue course, number 807, Patrick Mann from Hopkinton. Time for number 908, Clara Campbell, 29.59. On the red course, number 208, Emma Clements from Nipmuc. Time for bid number 507, Zachary Forgetti, 28.74. On the blue course, number 307, Alden Pfeiffer from King Philip.
Be sure to catch Hopkinton Hiller's Alpine Ski live on Thursdays during the winter season from the ski ward in Shrewsbury. On Friday, January 10th, Hiller girls basketball hosted Medway, and it was a tough physical battle. Medway led 27-8 into the second half.
Whitman Cross with the rebound.
No foul, use your body well.
Oh, looking for the long pass to Chatton. Ball knocked loose. Mellinson has it. Knocked away from her. Chatton up and in.
Great heads-up play by Chatton for her first 2 points.
Longval with it. Feeds the wing. Mellinson. Up to Cotilli. Medway, they're going to take their time here. Up for the shot, and in goes Bullard.
The Mustangs ended up taking the win over the Hillers by a final of 47-24. Both teams are now 5-3 on the season. On Saturday, January 11th, it was a Hiller hockey doubleheader. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op girls hosted Dedham and their annual Stick It to Cancer game.
One of the projects that Girly Girl Parts specifically funds is a project using AI to pick up clues in a woman's medical record which may indicate her susceptibility to develop ovarian cancer. Early detection is the most important indication of positive outcomes for women with ovarian cancer. Thank you to the Hopkinton hockey community as well as the Dedham hockey community for your generosity this afternoon, and thanks again to Marie for continuing to raise awareness. I hope you guys have fun today.
The game was scoreless heading into the third period.
To the near side of Kelly. Kelly looking to approach, and now bringing it around, that's Beeler. along the corner. Beeler with a shot there and off the rebound. It is put in for the score. What a shot off that rebound. It was Beeler on the first attempt. And then with the follow through, Grace Hennigan. Sent back out by Cotto. And now into the high slot. There's a shot and Dedham responds. Riley Richardson. Incredible shot Richardson had off the rebound. There was no stopping that thing. Richardson coming out from the corner, sends it to the net, and she has another one. Riley Richardson with the backhander. It goes off Coito's leg pad and into the net.
Dedham would end up taking the 3-1 win in the TVL battle. The Hillers fall to 3-6-0. Dedham improves to 3-5-0 on the season. In leg 2 of the Saturday Hiller hockey doubleheader, the Hiller boys hosted Norton. The Lancers took the 1-0 lead early in the first period, and that remained the score heading into the third period.
He puts it up to Merkel. Looking to close in, and it's brushed away. Sent out in front, there's a shot, and it's put in! What a score! Well, the Hillers did what they needed to do there. They created pandemonium in front of the net. And it's Matt Pedroli coming up with a score for the Hillers. Moore pops it into Norton territory, and it's popped in! Parker tried to dive on it, could not cover it up. And Ian Tosca able to get it by him to give the Hillers the lead. Back to Merkel, back to Pedroli, across to DaCosta. And the Lancers looking for a breakaway. Here comes Laverniere. A one-on-one with the goalie, and he pops it in, and we are tied back up. A short-handed goal for the Norton Lancers.
A pair of goals by the Hillers, but Dedham responds. And the game was tied at 2 apiece, forcing a 5-minute overtime period.
Now along the near side. Back to Merkel. Merkel looking to approach. Takes it around, leaves it in front, and it's put in! What a feed to Pedroli. And the Hillers get the game winner in overtime.
1 minute and 46 seconds into overtime, Matt Pedroli takes the feed from Connor Merkel and slips it into the left side of the net on a one-timer to give the Hillers the 3-2 overtime win. Hopkinton improves to 2-3-1 on the season. Norton falls to 3-5. An absolutely terrific win by the young Hiller team. Hopkinton Hillers alumni alert. Congratulations to 2023 HHS alum Kate Powers as she collected wins in her first 2 meets of the season and set a new school record in the women's weight throw at Kentucky University. The record-smashing Kate Powers continues to set new records in the SEC.
Five-minute overtime, here we go. Hillers working right to left across your screen. There's a shot in the game winner! Will Tosca! 16 seconds in, and that'll do it. The Hillers take the win. What a way to end it for the Hillers. Will Tosca nets it, and the Hillers collect a 4-3 win against the Medway Mustangs. A tremendous victory for Hopkinton here today. The Hillers improved to 3-5-2 on the season. Medway falls to 5-3-1 as the Hillers get the job done and get the victory. Absolutely tremendous.
Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue and myself, HCAM's Tom Nappy, combined forces to call a couple big games between the Hopkinton Hillers and Westwood Wolverines. On December 18th, Morgan and myself teamed up at the New England Sports Center for Westwood Wolverines versus Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey.
Going on. I think they played the wrong one. And Westwood driving in, and how about that? Nolan Lewis, right off the bat, drives in and goes 5-hole.
You know, Tom, I just gave his dad a pound as he was walking by. By the way, I think it's his father's birthday today. Also, Sebi O'Brien's birthday. But Nolan Lewis, sophomore, very high IQ. One of the things I noticed already this year from him, speed. Right there, right off the bat, going outside, took it to the net, put it in the back of the net for the first goal, the Wolverine first goal, go up 1-0.
It was a 1-0 Westwood lead heading into the second period.
2005.
Coming up the far side, it's Lewis. Around the defender he goes, wrister,
Oh,
and that's
goodness.
it! What a goal for Nolan Lewis. The sophomore strikes, and it's 2-0 Westwood.
My goodness, the move he had there and then to go bar down on the finish. Very impressive goal for the sophomore. Just when I thought I was already very, very impressed with him, with how he's played this year, there's a much higher ceiling than I thought there was.
Westwood added another goal, and it was 2-0 heading into the third period.
And the Wolverines might be able to net another one here. Donovan closing in, backhands it, and they'll get the empty netter.
Westwood took the Hopkinton season opening win 3-0. Westwood improves to 2-0. Hillers start off 0-1. Westwood girls varsity basketball is thrilled to have senior captain Charlotte Hurley available to play for the first time in 2 years. Morgan Donahue caught up with the captain following Westwood's 59-37 season opening win on December 13th versus Ashland.
Great to be back, honestly. I was a little nervous coming back from an injury like that, but I think I did okay.
Yeah.
First game of the year. But yeah, I think I did good.
I believe we had you at 12 points. You were just as impactful on defense. Is that something you take a lot of pride in, is having a big presence on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, definitely. I think ball pressure is really important, especially on, teams where their point isn't as strong as it could be. So I try to take pride in my defensive skills. And yeah.
You guys had a good start, and Ashland kind of worked their way back into the game. Coach Cliff called, I think, a pretty good timeout where you guys came out fired up. What did she say during that timeout? And how much did it fire you guys up where you guys got the first 6 points right away?
I think it was just something to the point of we don't have anything to prove. Our program has been so successful, so we just had to kind of live up to what our program has created, and that sort of hyped us up to kind of support that.
And talk about your first game in a while. What was your feelings? Was there nerves? Was there excitement? Was it a combination of both?
Yeah, I always get nervous for the first game. I get shaky before during the national anthem and stuff, but I think once the first points happen, then I'm kind of settled into the game and I have control over what I can do, and yeah, but definitely a lot of nerves for sure.
And big win, TVL large win. How important was that for you guys to get off to a hot start versus a TVL large opponent?
It was good, yeah. I think this TVL large, since midfield switched to the small, I think it gives us a good chance to win the TVL, and so that was a good start for us coming out.
On Friday, January 3rd, Hiller girls basketball hosted Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue joined HCAM's Tom Nappy on the call.
3-ball attempt to Weeman, yes.
Weeman.
She's feeling it.
Her brother is a player at Wentworth Institute of Technology, the AD there, Westwood grad. Cheryl Aaron.
Hiller's looking for an opening. Restaghini takes it in, down the lane, and puts it in, plus the foul.
What a move. Taking it to the rim and getting the foul as well.
Hillers led 16-15 after the first quarter of play.
Gets it underneath and just waiting at the left block.
For the Hillers is Rabinovich, and she goes up and in with it.
Great pass.
Wolverines open to respond. 3 attempt, yes!
Big answer. Big answer there by the sophomore Hogan.
And it's knocked out of the grasp of Chatton. She recovers. 1 second at the buzzer! Yes! Count it! Sophia Whitman-Krause lays it in. Wow! What a way to end the half.
The Hillers outscore Westwood 17-12 in the second quarter and led 33-27 heading into the third quarter.
Vallis on the entry. Gets it over to Restaghini, driving down. You count it. A well-needed bucket for the Hillers. They've been ice cold the last few minutes. On the elbow, Grady driving down, up for the shot. And what a put in that was.
It was a gritty defensive third quarter where the Hillers outscored Westwood 9-8 and took a 42-35 lead into the fourth quarter.
Restaghini up top, Chatton trying to feed it in, knocked away. Westwood gets it back. Hurley with the recovery, up to Law. Back to Hurley, up top, driving down. Nazzalillo kicks it out. Law to the wing. Hurley for 3, knocks it down. Hillers, 20 seconds left.
No shot clock.
Shot clock is indeed off. Hurley with it. Feeds it into the interior, up for the shot and in. Angelina Holmesy. Hillers need to respond quickly. 7 seconds. 6. And it's knocked out of bounds. We have a foul.
Yeah.
No good. Oh, we got a violation. They're going to say Whitman-Krause moved too soon, and Coach Greco disagrees.
Official's going to talk about it. I don't know what happened, but it looked like it did catch a piece of the side of the rim.
If the officials disagree here...
Hit the Hopkinton ball, so it hit the rim.
Hopkinton ball, 3.1 seconds left. Here we go.
So this is exactly what they wanted. A chance to be able to shoot, go for a 2, even have a look at a 3.
And now Coach Clifford wants an explanation.
Let's see what they go with here.
Wherever you get the ball, you just shoot.
Exactly. 3 seconds. You're shooting when you're open.
Chatting on the entry. Feeds it over to Grady for 3. No good. And that's your ball game. Westwood going to hang on for the 51-49 win.
Westwood strikes back, outscoring the Hillers 16-7 in the fourth quarter and takes the 51-49 win. Westwood improves to 5-0. The Hillers fall to 4-2. In week 4 of the Hiller winter season, Hopkinton Wrestling hosted Norwood at Doyle Gym on Thursday, January 2nd. The Hillers took the 51-28 win and improved to 2-0. On Friday, January 3rd, Hiller girls basketball hosted Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue joined HCAM's Tom Nappy on the call.
3-ball attempt to Weeman, yes.
Weeman.
She's feeling it.
Her brother is a player at Wentworth Institute of Technology, the AD there, Westwood grad. Cheryl Aaron.
Hiller's looking for an opening. Restaghini takes it in, down the lane, and puts it in, plus the foul.
What a move. Taking it to the rim and getting the foul as well.
Hillers led 16-15 after the first quarter of play.
Gets it underneath and just waiting at the left block for the Hillers is Rabinovich, and she goes up and in with it.
Great pass.
Wolverines hoping to respond. 3 attempt, yes!
Big answer. Big answer there by the sophomore Hogan.
And it's knocked out of the grasp of Chatton. She recovers. 1 second at the buzzer! Yes! Count it! Sophia Whitman-Kraus lays it in. Wow! What a way to end the half.
The Hillers outscore Westwood 17-12 in the second quarter and led 33-27 heading into the third quarter.
Vallis on the entry. Gets it over to Restaghini, driving down. You count it. A well-needed bucket for the Hillers. They've been ice cold the last few minutes. On the elbow, Grady driving down, up for the shot. And what a put in that was.
It was a gritty defensive third quarter where the Hillers outscored Westwood 9-8 and took a 42-35 lead into the fourth quarter.
Restaghini up top, Chatton trying to feed it in, knocked away. Westwood gets it back. Hurley with the recovery, up to Law. Back to Hurley, up top, driving down. Nazzalillo kicks it out. Law to the wing. Hurley for 3, knocks it down. Hillers, 20 seconds left.
No shot clock.
Shot clock is indeed off. Hurley with it. Feeds it into the interior, up for the shot and in. Angelina Holmesy. Hillers need to respond quickly. 7 seconds. 6. And it's knocked out of bounds. We have a foul.
Yeah.
No good. Oh, we got a violation. They're going to say Whitman-Kraus moved too soon, and Coach Greco disagrees.
Official's going to talk about it. I don't know what happened, but it looked like it did catch a piece of the side of the rim.
If the officials disagree here...
Hit the it's Hopkinton ball, so it hit the rim.
Hopkinton ball, 3.1 seconds left. Here we go.
So this is exactly what they wanted. A chance to be able to shoot, go for a 2, even have a look at a 3.
And now Coach Clifford wants an explanation.
We'll see what they go with here.
Wherever you get the ball, you just shoot.
Exactly. 3 seconds. You're shooting when you're open.
Chatting on the entry. Feeds it over to Grady for 3. No good. And that's your ball game. Westwood going to hang on for the 51-49 win.
Westwood strikes back, outscoring the Hillers 16-7 in the fourth quarter and takes the 51-49 win. Westwood improves to 5-0. The Hillers fall to 4-2. On Saturday, January 4th, the Hillers hosted Norwood at the New England Sports Center. It was a scoreless game heading into the second period.
Along the far side now, there's a shot, and that is in. It went off the right post and took an angle over that goal line. Rocco Farioli makes it a 1-0 game. Towards the near side now, Pedroli was battling for it. Norwood moves it up. Here comes Coyle. And there's a shot from the slot, and Braden Lee puts it in. Far side between Resnick and Farioli. Here comes Norwood. Racing up the ice around the defender, and he rings it in. TJ Martin, the captain, off the face-off. There's a shot, and it's put in! What a score there! put in front of the net, and it was Carl Zhao who put it in for the Hillers to make it 3-1.
Norwood nets 3 goals in the second frame, while the Hillers net a goal. Parker Rivera added another Hiller goal early in the third period, but Norwood would hang on for the 3-2 win. The Hillers fall to 0-3-2. Norwood improves to 4-0-1. Congratulations to the Norwood Mustangs head coach, Chuck Allen, on capturing his 100th career win. To start off the week, Hopkinton Hillers boys basketball hosted Milford, and it was an absolute battle. Here's a look at what happened.
Rivera working against August, gets it over. Now driving baseline and going up and in. Dio Rodriguez, the junior. Gets it over to the corner, up for 3. No good by Rivera. And the putback up and in. Dio Rodriguez. And that is going to do it.
Milford led 21-6 heading into the second quarter.
Good open opportunities. Just has to start knocking down those shots. From the corner for 3, Willinson, count it! Up the floor goes the Scarlet Hawks. The feet underneath, up and in. Catino plus the contact. Willinson set to inbound. For 8 seconds left to go. Hiller's going to have to work quickly here. Elstrom Hall driving down, up with the lay-in, count it! And that is a nice way to end the quarter if you're the Hillers.
Hopkinton outscores Milford in the second quarter 16-14, but finds themselves down 38-22 heading into the second half.
Milford collected by Buckley. Taking it up now, Rivera. Rivera down the lane, up for the jumper, count it. Andrew Rivera knocking down the J. He has 7 points tonight. Elstrom Hall behind the back, up with the left hand, yes! Rivera feeds it over. 3-ball, count it! Jack Buckley with the swisher. And going for the steal, Rodriguez. And it's taken back by August. Willison underneath. Marcinowski up and no good. Pulls down the rebound and puts it in, plus the foul. James Marcinowski making some noise in the low post.
Several different point scorers strike for the Hillers, and they outscore Milford in the third quarter 20-18, but still find themselves trailing Milford 53-42 heading into the fourth quarter.
Back to Canales. Canales up and in he goes. They can compete with anybody. They're just so good at trapping. Willinson feeds it over to Canales. Canales up with the hook. Yes! Vilbrun stripped away by Petit Friere. Trying to escape with it. Has it. Along the corner. Gonna take it. Yes! Patrice Petit Friere has put the Hillers within 1. Willinson with it. Pick set by Marcinowski. Willinson down the lane. Yes! The Hillers have the lead. 10 seconds left. Feeds it to the corner. Vilbrun, yes! We're tied up at 68. Oh, it's stolen away. At the buzzer, we have a foul. What a steal by Luca Testa. He goes to lay it back up and draws the foul. And he hits. Second of 2. He got it.
An epic comeback run by the Hillers, but they fall just short. 70-68 versus Milford. Gustavo Catino and Andrew Rivera led the way for Milford, dropping 13 points each. Top scorers for the Hillers included Tori Elstrom Hall with 14 points, Jackson Canales with 12 points, and James Marcinowski also had 14 points for the Hillers. Hopkinton falls to 3-1. Milford improves to 2-1.
Gave her life to coaching and teaching young athletes and contributed to something so special that is still being carried on today. My family and I are so grateful for the opportunity to dedicate this tournament to her. We created a memorial scholarship to give to graduating Hopkinton High School students involved in athletics, and those who exhibit great character and leadership, as my mom did. The scholarships are awarded to students who are active members of the Hopkinton community and who are good people and even better teammates.
Later in the week, on Saturday, December 28th, the third annual Mary Corby Invitational Tournament took place. Hopkinton seek to earn their second straight tournament title. They started the action off with a meeting versus Algonquin.
Here comes the Hillers. With it, Vallis sends it into the paint, up and in. Abby Rabinovich is working the perimeter. Vallis driving in, up for the jumper, knocks it down. Over to Singh. Singh fires it to the block, and Algonquin responds. Eliana Campos.
The first half was a defensive struggle for both teams. After a 13-13 first quarter, it was a 7-6 second quarter. Hillers led 20-19 at the halftime break.
We got a few years to see that.
Second free throw, no good. Batted around, and Rabinovich comes up with the loose ball, kicks it out, and knocking down the three. Tegan Restaghini. Here comes that offense we've been waiting for, and picking it up along the far side, Chatton. Chatton feeds it in. Restaghini gonna take it back out. Along the perimeter they go. Driving in, Grady kicks it over. Three ball, no good. And it's a Hiller rebound. Put back, yes, Whitman Kraus. And Algonquin needs a timeout just like that. The blink of an eye, the Hillers up by 11. And the Hillers have it off the mislay-in attempt by Ella Singh. Here comes Vallis, sends it over now to the corner. Simulus for three, yes! Gabby Simulus knocking it down from three-point land.
An offensive explosion in the third quarter. Hillers outscore Algonquin 29-16, and that would end up being enough as they took the 60-52 win. Sophomore Julia Chatton and freshman Abby Rabinovich dropped 13 points each. Tegan Restaghini led the way for the Hillers with 15 points. Hopkinton improved to 3-1 overall. Algonquin falls to 3-2. In Game 2 of the tournament, Milford and Westboro battled to determine who would take on the Hillers in the Mary Corby Invitational Championship game. It was a 12-7 Milford lead heading into the second quarter.
Full court pressure by the Scarlet Hawks. Trying to drop that turnover, Shrivasta. And Baglioni able to strip it away, keeps it in bounds, and Milford has it. Chloe Murdoch takes it along the far side. Here comes Baglioni. Gets it over to Ava. Now to Cunningham. Cunningham feeds it down. Up for the shot, no good. Kiernan. Milford maintains possession, and the putback by Chloe Murdoch is good.
They are running really fast and causing turnovers.
They certainly are. Yeah, they have great hustle, some good quick hands too, and Westboro's got to be aware of that. Murdoch gets into the corner. Three attempt, and it's good. Olivia Baglioni with her second three ball of the game. She has 6 points.
Junior Ava Baglioni dropped 9 points in the second quarter for Milford and tallied 19 points overall to help propel Milford to the 62-36 win over Westboro and set up a meeting with the Hillers in the championship game. Sunday, December 29th was day 2 of the tournament. In the consolation game, Algonquin battled Westboro for third place. Algonquin took the win 55-19. Following the consolation game, it was the tournament championship game between crosstown rivals Milford Scarlet Hawks and the Hopkinton Hillers. It was a back-and-forth first half. Hopkinton led 28-20 at the break. Milford had a good run in the second half, but Hopkinton would hang on for the 60-54 victory. Abby Rabinovich would earn the player of the game for her performance in the tournament title game. Tegan Restaghini was named MVP of the tournament. Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity basketball captured their second straight Mary Corby Invitational Tournament title to wrap up 2024 in style. On Tuesday, December 17th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Dedham. Here's a look at what happened. Steve Spector and myself, Tom Nappy, on the call.
No good, and the Hillers have it, and here they come. That was a good recovery by Ryland August there. He'll take the three, and he knocks it down. Well, how about Ryland August? A sophomore, a new face on this Hiller team. Already 5 points, driving up, and no good from the block. Rebound, Blinn. Clock running low, long pass there, up and in, Ryland August. Well, Ryland August clearly going to be someone to watch on this Hiller team. Already 4 field goals.
The Hillers led 14-7 through the first quarter.
Coming down the near side. Feeds it over to the corner. Simulus for 3, got it! Heavy is a junior. 3-ball attempt, yes! Mitch Simulus.
Hillers outscored Dedham 16-14 in the second frame, and it was 30-21 heading into the halftime break.
But they're letting them play out there, that's for sure. The kick out to Blinn. Simulus over to Elstrom Hall. Up top, Willardson. Drive it in, nice feed. Up and in with 2 defenders on him. Mitch Simulus plus the foul. Davis now on the short corner. Allison Cardoso kicks it out. And the Hillers get the turnover. They swarm them with defenders, get the turnover, and Tori Elstrom Hall takes it to the rack and puts it off the glass.
Hillers led 41-33 heading into the fourth quarter.
More general down there, directing it out. Driving down, Simulus up and in! Big time bucket by Mitch Simulus.
The Hillers put up another 13 points in the fourth quarter, and that would be enough for the Hillers to take the win and improve to 2-0. Mitch Simulus led the team with 16 points, and James Marcinowski added 11 in the Hiller win. Hopkinton Hillers girls basketball took the win on the road over Dedham 66-36 to pick up their first win of the season. The girls are now 1-1 overall. On Wednesday, December 18th, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne girls co-op hockey hosted Medfield in the first leg of a Hiller hockey doubleheader. It was a scoreless game heading into the third period.
And trying to sneak it in is Kelly off the deflection. Kelly approaching, takes the shot out in front, and Medfield is going to net one. Last announcement.
Number 9, May Kelly. Number 7, Brooke Riley.
So Zan Flippo with the score. And they're going to get another one. Well, the Warriors finding ways to get some pressure.
Medfield nets 3 goals in the third period and takes the 3-0 win. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne falls to 2-1. Medfield improves to 1-0-1. A couple hours after the girls' game, Hiller boys hosted Westwood in their season opener. Morgan Donahue of Westwood Media Center joined us for the broadcast.
They just had
some shredding going on.
I think they played the wrong one. And Westwood driving in, and how about that? Nolan Lewis, right off the bat, drives in and goes 5-hole.
You know, Tom, I just gave his dad a pound as he was walking by. By the way, I think it's his father's birthday today. Also, Sebi O'Brien's birthday. But Nolan Lewis, sophomore, very high IQ. One of the things I noticed already this year from him is speed. Right there, right off the bat, going outside, took it to the net, put it in the back of the net for the first goal, the Wolverine first goal, go up 1-0.
It was a 1-0 Westwood lead heading into the second period.
2005.
Coming up the far side, it's Lewis. Around the defender he goes. Wrister,
Oh,
and
my
that's it!
goodness.
What a goal for Nolan Lewis. The sophomore strikes, and it's 2-0 Westwood.
My goodness. The move he had there and then to go bar down on the finish. Very impressive goal for the sophomore. Just when I thought I was already very, very impressed with him, with how he's played this year, there's a much higher ceiling than I thought there was.
Westwood added another goal, and it was 2-0 heading into the third period.
And the Wolverines might be able to net another one here. Donovan closing in, backhands it, and they'll get the empty netter.
Westwood took the Hopkinton season opening win 3-0. Westwood improves to 2-0. Hillers start off 0-1. On Friday, December 20th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Holliston, and it was an absolute battle until the final seconds.
The defender's up with a jumper, no good, but it's batted out, and Shahida has it. Now a shot from the wing and knocking it down. Brent Kiley. Minute left to go in the second quarter. Elstrom Hall feeds it over to Blid. Now along the left side, Canales. Willison driving in, gets it to Marcinowski, drives baseline, up and good. 8 seconds.
There it
5
is.
seconds, drives down the lane, around the defender, no good, put back, yes! Marcinowski right before the buzzer.
Beautiful.
And at the half, we are tied at 24 apiece.
The Hillers and Holliston were knotted up at 24 apiece heading into the second half.
He only has 5. It feels
has
like
5.
a lot more.
Right. He has a lot of rebounds.
He's been involved with this game a lot.
No good on the second. Put back blocked by Marcinowski. And then Marcinowski up for the pass. And we have a Holliston foul. Got it.
3, gotta launch it, gotta launch it.
They didn't start the clock in time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's the Hillers 36, Holliston Panthers 32. Hillers outscore Holliston in the third frame, 12-8. Willitson working against Kiley. 44 seconds left, 22 on the shot clock. Willitson gonna work his way in, Marcinowski.
Hillers can use a bucket right here.
Gets it to Canales.
Good job working the clock. That's almost a walk.
Alstrom Hall puts it up and in! A big bucket for the junior!
The Hopkinton Hillers hung on and took the win 40-30.